be and however you may be listening. iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1 brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care. Running newer, longer with Firestone. Lee Jenkins, the guy who broke the story, LeBron James going back to Cleveland. The letter joins us in less than 30 minutes. Mark Schlereth at the top of hour number 3, 1 hour from now. It is great to have you in. Golden State obviously vanquished Houston last night. They're clearly the better team. There's a difference between reacting and overreacting. Okay, LeBron loses game 1 to Boston. Don't overreact. He's lost game 1 11 times. He's 8-3. Last night, it's not overreacting to say Houston gave Golden State their best punch and was dominated for the last 25 minutes of that game. Chris Paul and Harden were great. They shot over 35%. They were at home. Steph Curry was off. A lot of things went right. They got off to a great start. And that game, last 15 minutes, the fourth quarter, there was never a second you watched and thought, Golden State's in trouble here. They controlled the game, and a lot went right. Yeah, Houston had some turnovers. So what? Everybody turns the ball over against Golden State's defense. Well, Houston missed some gimmies. When's the last time an NBA team didn't miss 4 or 5 gimmies? Rudy Gobert misses 4 or 5 a half for Utah. You miss gimmies. The big issue is everything Golden State does is systematically better. They've got a better coach. They adjust better. They're better defensively. They pass better. They're less ISO, and they adjust. They're the smartest team, and this generally is the case. The smarter team wins the championship. People look at those Jordan teams athletically. Remember, Scottie Pippen's on TV. Jordan's become, a virtual billionaire in business. Steve Kerr and Paxson became general managers. Don't kid yourself. Smart wins. I always said this about LeBron in Miami. That team didn't have a center. It had no size, an average bench, and a weak point guard. That Miami team with LeBron was the smartest NBA team ever. Ray Allen, Battier, Haslam, LeBron, D. Wade, Chris Bosh, Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley upstairs. That team had all sorts of flaws. They were simply better evolving and smarter than the rest of the league situationally. But here's the thing about Golden State, and this is the way it generally works. Houston is one thing. I've been saying this all year. They're a math equation. They're the world's best math equation. Layups and threes. Mid-range doesn't count. Golden State is layered. They're a restaurant that has great service. They have great food. They have great entrees. They have world-class desserts. They have a remarkable wine list. They give you layers of stuff. Think about this. You could make an argument the Warriors' brand is finesse and three-point shooting. Steph Curry embodies that. To a lot of people, I say, Steph, Warriors, three-pointer. That's how you define them. I could define them by saying, well, they're smart and opportunistic. KD going to Silicon Valley embodies them. They got the last great free agent. Or I could say Draymond Green, as was the case last night, was the most important player on the floor. He embodies them. Edgy, tough, and physical. Did you know the Warriors led the NBA in technicals this year? They talk trash, they're chatty, they get into your face, and I love what Draymond Green did early. Went right after James Harden. Watch this with the sound up and watch where he goes after him.
Kevin Durant guarding James Harden. He wanted this assignment.
Harden off the dribble. Right at the rim.
Technical foul on Draymond Green with the shove to the bearded one's chest. Green is taking the ball out of bounds right here. A little bit of a shove to the chest.
Well, we expected trickiness, but perhaps not within a minute 7.
By the way, he was great last night, led both teams in assists, led the Warriors in plus-minus. Where did he go after Harden? Neck. Where did he go after Steven Adams? Junk. There are places on a man's body that are more personal. You go after the neck, you cut off air. That's dangerous. You go downstairs, that's personal. Draymond Green knows exactly what he's doing. To the big guys, he goes downstairs. To the guards, he literally gets into their head. He goes to the neck. He got into James Harden's psyche last night. I thought Draymond Green was the most crucial player for big chunks of the game for either team. Now, Klay Thompson's threes, you can't overstate those. In fact, we said going into this series, we thought Klay was more valuable than Kevin Durant. Not as good a player, but more valuable because he defends Harden. And he's just one of those guys that does a multitude of things well, and there's no real matchup for him. But Kevin Durant said after the game, don't kid yourself. This guy's Rodman. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I didn't even think twice about it. Draymond's not the guy that we got to calm down because he gets attacked, and he knows exactly what he's doing out there. So we're not even going, it's something we don't even talk about. He knows what he's doing. We all trust him.
Yeah, I think Draymond Green is Dennis Rodman. Doug Gottlieb agreed with that earlier. You're looking at a guy now that knows. I mean, when Steven Adams, the big tree, he goes downstairs. Okay? Vulnerable spot. Shooting guard goes right after his neck. Wind. That's incredibly personal. And Draymond Green, by the way, I saw everybody on social media. I mean, the refs are letting time out. The NBA's always been different in the Western Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals. Draymond's smart enough to figure it out. The referees have always allowed, when you get to the conference finals and the finals, more physical play. Draymond Green's, it's not his first rodeo. I've been at these things before. I can get away with more tonight. That's the way it's always. If there's rules and you don't know them, and there's unwritten rules and you don't know them, that's on you. That's not on Draymond Green. Draymond Green knows these officials. We get to the conference finals, you get to the finals, referees step back because you have star players in the conference finals and the finals. And referees peel back. They don't want to decide games. Even the big ego officials mostly step back in the conference and finals. Draymond knew it and took advantage of it. Push, 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 push. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. Let me shift to this. Lee Jenkins coming up in 15 minutes. Fantastic guest. Broke the story on LeBron going to Cleveland. And by the way, I think if LeBron gets housed tonight, we will once again say, where's LeBron going? NBA ping pong lottery tonight's key. There's three things that people say they like, but I look around and I don't believe it. The first thing everybody says they like is, hey, I like to eat healthy. I'm like, really? I go to a mall, I see a pretzel stand. I don't see a kale stand. Ask yourself, broccoli or French fries, which one are you in on? Dessert or quinoa? 90% of Americans choose what? Go to a mall, look around. I don't buy that everybody eats healthy. They say they do, they don't. The second thing is, man, I hate pop music. I like indie bands. Really? There's a reason that Taylor Swift has a banner hanging at the Staples Center. Bruno Mars is popular. Popular. His concerts sell out. Indie bands don't. People say they like new music. No, they don't. I see sales. You're still watching Bon Jovi. That's who you're buying tickets to. U2, Bon Jovi, Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars. The third thing everybody says they like, and I say, no, you don't, is parody. You don't like parody. Really? You want to watch Orlando and Brooklyn? Oh, you don't. You want to watch LeBron and the Celtics. That's because that's what the numbers tell me you like. So let me get this straight. You don't want to watch the best shooting, passing team of my lifetime. It's not like I'm 27 doing a radio show here. I'm going back to the mid-'70s. This is the best shooting team of my life. This is the best passing team of my life. It's exactly in a selfish league what we should all love, a selfless team. They play defense. I thought NBA guys only cared about money. They pass. They defend. They're coachable. They recruit other stars so they can be more efficient. You're telling me you like parody. Really, Sacramento, Orlando, you'd rather be watching that. Brooklyn, Memphis, you want to turn in for that. You just really miss the Pistons. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Michael Jordan, for an 8-year period, won 6 titles. It's the highest ratings in league history. And by the way, the finals with Golden State and LeBron, even though Golden State would win, and I think going away in 4 or 5, would get monster numbers. You keep telling me you're tired of it. Why don't you get tired in Ohio of Ohio State winning the Big Ten? In the South, in the state of Alabama, you tired of Alabama dominating? In Connecticut, you tired of this? You're not tired of Gino Auriemma getting to the Final Four? You tired of watching the Olympics and the United States teams?
There's a pie chart with LeBron
medals?
James.
If you're tired of this, I get tired of average. I don't get tired of Brady in Super Bowls. I don't get tired of Drew Brees and NFC championships. I'm exhausted from Andy Dalton. Blake Bortles wears me out. This is how basketball should be played. And man, are they doing it. So much fun to watch. Lee Jenkins around the corner, Mark Schlereth too. If you listen to our show, you know we're always discussing, in and out of sports, the next thing. Who's moving where? What's the next big thing? And you know James Harden and Mike Trout, stars like that, would not use an outdated sports drink. Simply put, they wouldn't. That's where the Body Armor sports drink comes in. More natural, better sports drink. Potassium-packed electrolytes. Natural flavors, natural sweeteners. No colors from artificial sources. Strawberry, banana, pineapple, coconut, orange, mango. They also have Body Armor sports water. It's just, frankly, the more natural sports drink. Go to drinkbodyarmor.com, drinkbodyarmor.com to learn more. More natural, better hydration. Thanks, Gatorade. Body Armor will take it from here. Go to drinkbodyarmor.com.